So this evening I wanted to work on that. Let's flip it over. So that's not only the wolf braying at the moon or upward, but there's also this deer head. It's kind of hard to get all that in there. I notice like there's an ear there. Let's go put it back that way. Flip it back. So I put like these two small keys there with the wolf and the deer. Okay, but we'll talk about something else too. So this is something completely different. So this one I had traced an effigy, like it was hard to make out. I happened to see a photo someone had taken of the sabertooth cats, or the Smilodon's skull. And when I thought about it, I'm like, wait a second. And the Smilodon seemed to have like a very short nose, and this one, like, if this is the ear here, the eye is here, the short nose here, and there seemed to be a tooth here, so its mouth is open. So maybe the other tooth is over here. That's a weird animal. I just don't see the logistics of how they survived with those large teeth. Not saying that for a fact, but it just seemed to make sense looking at that picture of that skull. And I know there's different varieties of that kind of animal. There's different. This I painted a while ago, a few years ago. And let's see, it was like one of those, you know what, it's like, it still has that suede feel. This is the color it was naturally, and it's very, it had to have been like, sewn suede. Even the bottom, how would I say, I'm going to turn it this way. Look at this area here. It appears to be like an animal's head. Right there. So the nose, there's an eye there, like it's laying down. So a head and the body. But this thing's cute. I remember where I found this, and so I traced the lines, and I'm like, this is something, I just don't know what, but tracing it helped me to see it. So this is the cat's head. That tooth is like embroidered. I mean, if it's something else, then fine, if it's there, fine, if it's not, fine, but I traced what was there. Like, You know how when cats sleep, sometimes they'll sleep with their paw over their head, you know, and it's curled up with its two legs right there. So yeah, it's adorable. Let's just hope it's sleeping, you know, not just. And not only that, I traced stripes like tiger striping. I doubt this was its color. Um, I'm just using whatever metallic-y paint I had on hand. Um, this seemed to work. But yeah, I've just found a lot of amazing things, and just by looking at these artifacts that were in the garden, I still remember exactly what area this came from. So the elbow, the paw over the head, so that's its mouth. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in. So as you can see, there's like kind of like horizontal threads that kind of form that tooth. That mouth is stitched in there. I mean, that's all the little details. I mean, this as I'm passing my thumb over this, it feels like suede. It's not like a hard rock. So you see that little edge right there. I suppose if I actually took this to the sink and scrubbed it down and took all the paint back off, you could see the thread right in there. Yeah, I was a little more careful. I didn't want. I was afraid I was going to destroy it if I took all the paint. If I scrubbed at these. And sometimes it worked, and sometimes it didn't. This one, I think I'm just going to leave it as is. It's not that bad of a paint job. Okay.